Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in and join the family. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and remember the notification bell because that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create lovely DIYs using mostly items that I find at the Dollar Tree. I try to keep my DIYs budget friendly but easy to do. I hope everyone is well and I hope everyone is staying safe. I am sharing with you in today's video some more of my Buffalo Check Christmas DIYs. If you want to see how I created these DIYs, then keep watching. Hello again, my sweet friends, and thank you so much for supporting my channel and watching another one of my videos. And for the first DIY, I will be using one of these Buffalo Check placemats from the Dollar Tree. I also have pieces of some of the Dollar Tree garland. Now, I didn't have any of the garland ties, so I just cut off some pieces from this row of garland here that the Dollar Tree sell. I also have two bunches of these berry picks. I love these, and these are from the Dollar Tree as well. Also, I have one of the little mini Christmas trees, and I will be using some black acrylic paint. I have two of these little cute Buffalo Check presents, and I got those from Walmart for $1.98. I have some jute cord, and I will be using one of these round wood pieces from Walmart, and those are 98¢. I'm just taking that black acrylic paint and I'm just going around the rim of this round piece because when I cover it with the Buffalo Check placemat, I just want to make sure that the edges don't show. And then what I'm going to do is just trace out a piece of the placemat so I could glue it down to this round piece. And what I'm doing is just cutting out my piece. And then what I'm going to do is just take some Mod Podge and I'm going to go over the round wood piece. And then I'm going to take the placemat. Now this is double, so I am going to put my Mod Podge on top of this as well. I'm going to use a lot because I want to make sure that it's see-through, because as you can see it was two pieces of fabric together, and so I want to make sure that it's soaked through. And I'm just going to go around this heavily with the Mod Podge. And after I get all of the Mod Podge on there, I'm going to make sure I go around the sides too. I'm just going to take my scissors after it dry and just trim off any hanging fabric. I added the Mod Podge because I wanted to give it a more hard texture instead of the soft fabric texture, and that way I feel like it'll be protected more. And so now what I'm going to do is take that tree, and the tree is actually a little taller. I'll pull out the stem, but I don't want it that tall. So I'm just going to fluff this out a little bit after I add my jute cord. So I'm just going to tie my jute cord right here to the bottom of where the greenery is, and I'm just going to wrap the whole stem as well as the base of the tree. And as I'm wrapping the jute cord around the base, I will be adding some glue here and there just to make sure that everything stays together and that it does not unravel. So I'm just going to add a little glue, and then I'm going to continue to wrap and add glue as needed here and there. And now I'm going to wrap the base all the way at the end. And once I get that all wrapped, now what I'm going to do is fluff it out a little bit. Now I don't want this fluffed out completely. I want it kind of going upwards. I want this tree to be pretty basic because I'm not going to add any decor to this except for those berry picks. And then what I'm going to do is take those garland pieces that I cut off, and I'm just going to add those in between the tree just to make it look a little fuller. And so I'm just going to take it, and because it's wire, I'm just wrapping it around, and just twisting it, and it is staying because it is wire. So I'm just going to take these pieces and wrap them around where I feel like they need to be fuller at. And once I have that done, I am going to now clip the stems down on these two berry picks so that they can fit in a tree a little better. And I'm just taking my wire cutters and I'm just going to cut them down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place them inside of the tree and then try to blend them in with the tree. And after I get these where I want them, I will go in with some hot glue and just add some glue to the picks to make sure they stay in there. And so I'm just taking some of this white acrylic paint that I had here, and I'm just going to dust over the tree and the berries just to give it a frosted look. And after I get this done, I'm not going to add any decor to this tree. I'm going to add all of my pieces together. So I'm just going to take some hot glue and I am going to add it to the base of my tree and glue it right down to the center of the wood piece. I also found this little small cute black and white buffalo check present that was on a 98-cent Walmart pick, and I'm going to add that also right in between my two presents. Once I decide how I'm going to glue them down, I'm just going to take some hot glue and add it to the bottom of the present, and I'm just going to place it right on the side of the tree. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other present. And once I add the other present, and then I'm going to add the little mini buffalo check present in between. And this is so pretty. I think it is so simple. I basically just wanted to create a little wild berry tree, and I thought these presents will look great right on the side. And there's my little mini present that I got off of my 98-cent Walmart pick. And so the next DIY that I will be creating is a sign, and that sign will be paired with this tree. I thought it's a good addition for them to be paired together, and so I'm going to get started on that sign. And what I'll be using to create that is I have 2 packs of these square wood planks, and they come 6 in the pack. I also have some Dollar Tree picks here that I have been using pieces off of. I have 2 of these poinsettias in red and white. I also have this cute little holiday pick from the Dollar Tree with the bulbs on them and some of my leftover berries off of that pick. I will be using some of the Dollar Tree craft sticks, and I also will be using 2 rows of buffalo check ribbon that I purchased at Walmart that I have been using, and I'll be using some antique wax chalk paint. So what I'm going to do is just assemble my little wood planks the way I want them to be glued together. And then once I have these all assembled, I am going to take those craft sticks and I am going to glue them down all around, making sure that I have them glued, connecting each wood piece together. And I will be using a lot of these, and I'm just going to go all around the sign, making sure that I add them where I am connecting the wood square pieces. And once I have all of my sticks down where I feel the sign is secure, I am going to go in with that antique wax chalk paint, and I am going to paint this entire sign using that color. And then I'm going to take some paper towel and I'm going to wipe some of this color off because I want to give it a more natural look. And once that is done, I did do the front and the back because I do like both sides to look neat. I'm now going to add my decor. And so what I'm doing first is I'm going to take my buffalo check ribbon and I'm going to add it to just one side of this sign. So I'm just going to cut off how much I need, and then I'm going to take some hot glue and tack it down in the back. And so I'm just going to add some hot glue to this side and tack the ribbon down, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side of this sign. And I'm tacking it down in the back because I don't want any glue to seep through. Now I am going to go along the sides where the wire is just to add some glue to make sure that everything is secure. And then what I'm going to do next after I get that secure is I am going to take the other buffalo check ribbon that I have, the red and black, and I'm going to go right along next to the first ribbon that I added, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tack it down from the back. And that way won't any of the glue seep through. Even though I am going to add some decor, so some of it will be covered, but I didn't want any of the part that's exposed to have any glue. And so now what I'm doing is just adding some glue to my first pick that has the bulbs on them. And then I'm just going to make sure that everything is tacked down. And then I'll go in with my other pieces, and I'm going to add those as well. So I am going to take those berries, and I'm just going to glue them right down on top of the ribbon, and I'm just adding them in different spots. And then I'm going to take my poinsettias and I'm just going to glue those down around this pick. And after I get all of that on there, I am going to go in with a little bit of this white paint, and I'm just going to frost over the greenery and the top of the pine cone, and I am going to go over those berries. This pick had some silver berries that had some glitter on them, so I'm going to go on top of that a little bit as well. And then I'm going to take this ribbon and a little piece of craft stick that I painted, and I'm going to glue that to the back so I will be able to hang my sign. And here is how my frame sign looked by itself, and here is how it looked paired with the mini tree. I think this came out so pretty. Later on, I will add some jute cord and hang one of our family photos that we take for the holiday to this frame. I think that's going to look so pretty. And so I'm going to get started on the last DIY for today. And this DIY is pretty simple. What I'll be using is one of these little wood trays from the Dollar Tree. I also have one of the little duster heads, and I have 2 packs of these 5-pack of bulbs from the Dollar Tree as well. I'll be using some crimson color chalk paint as well as some black acrylic paint. And I have some black and white Walmart ribbon, and I will be painting that tray using the antique wax. And so I'm just going to go over the tray and do the same technique and wipe off the extra with a piece of paper towel to give it more of a natural look. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint 1 pack of these bulbs with the crimson color and the other pack with the black acrylic paint. And after I get all of the bulbs painted, I am going to take the black and white ribbon and I'm going to go around this tray. I'm not going to use much glue because it will seep through. This ribbon is white, so I'm just going to add a little bit. And then when I cut off the ribbon, I will use some greenery that I pulled off the pick from the previous DIY to add to this little spot here. And so after I get everything tacked down, I'm going to go in with that duster head and just add that to my tray as a filler, and then I'm going to start adding my bulbs. Now I'm going to add some glue just so they won't fall off or move around. So I'm just going to add them any kind of way, just adding them right on top of each other or around each other. Just adding them all to this tray, and once I get that complete, what I'm going to do is take that little greenery piece and I'm going to add it right here to the side and take a little piece of berries and add that right on top, and this DIY is complete. And here is a look of how all of the DIYs turned out today. I think they all turned out so pretty, so easy, and budget friendly. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, please remember to give it thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. I truly appreciate all of your support. As always, in the comment box below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.